Amazon just had a big discount sale where they took a bunch of games that they had lying around on their store and pretty heavily discounted them. Well, I picked up 2 big boxes that I'm going to open up to unbox. So we have the Endless Dungeon Day 1 edition and Paradise Killer, the Collector's Edition. Let's open these bad boys up. It's funny how the 2 Xbox games that I got from this sale were the 2 that were the big boxes, which is kind of cool. So we'll start with the smaller big box, and that is the Endless Dungeon Day 1 edition. I've heard about this game. I don't know a whole lot beyond the basics, but it sounds pretty cool, and the Day 1 edition has some pretty cool stuff in it. So, let's see what we have. Also, as far as I know, there is no regular edition. I think this is, like, if you buy this game, you get the Day 1 edition, and that's pretty much it. So, if you're a variant collector, I guess, and you're looking for the non-Day 1 edition, I don't think you're going to find it. So, there's that. But anyway, we have a couple things inside this box. The first is going to be Crystal Search. I believe this is like a card game of some kind. Yeah, these are cards. So it actually comes with like a mini game. That's kind of fascinating. So in your video game collector's edition, you get a mini game that's a card game. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, definitely one of the more unique special edition goodies you can get. Of course, with any special edition, collector's edition, you get an art book. Now this one is a particularly thin art book, but again, you can't really complain too much considering this is a Day 1 edition. So you didn't pay extra for it. This is just what came with the game if you bought it on Day 1. So I would say it's pretty good. And then of course, last but certainly not least, we have the Endless Dungeon Physical Edition. It does not come with a steelbook, but you get a physical copy. There is a disc inside. Brand new sealed. So there's that. Let's get to the bigger one. This one I'm actually pretty interested by. The game looks great. I've heard good things about it. And now I get to open up a big fancy collector's edition for it. So this is Paradise Killer. It is a first person, very stylized, like murder mystery type game. Sounds cool to me. Figured I'd give it a shot. So let's open it up and see what is inside. It is a Serenity Forge game, which Serenity Forge tends to do some pretty baller stuff. All right, so we'll start off. We have the game. So here's Paradise Killer. Again, looks really cool. It's very stylized, very fancy looking first person game. Oh boy. Well, hopefully this doesn't get demonetized. If you've ever seen those kind of creepy mouse pads where it's cushioned, but the cushion is, it looks like a certain physical property of a female, you get one of those. So there you go. Interesting. That's a choice. There's some more stuff in this box as well, so let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, so we have a keychain, it looks like. That's kind of cool. I think these are like these are like those little plastic standees. You get a whole bunch of them. I've had a few different games where you get these like little plastic standees. So you get a whole group of little plastic standees, and then you pull this mouse pad out. I mean, to be fair, it does appear to be pretty good quality. So here is my fancy mouse pad with a ram woman with huge tits. To be fair, it does feel nice on your wrist. So there's that. I guess I'll use it in my room as a mouse pad. So there, I think that's everything. There's also a sticker sheet, a particular card, and a vinyl, and a OST. I believe all that's inside the actual game case, which I'm not going to open right now. I'll leave that sealed. But all that stuff is going to be inside the actual game case. And that's it. So some pretty interesting special editions for sure. One is just a day one edition, but it has some cool items. And then the other is a big fancy collector's edition in a big box. Got some cool stuff in it, can't complain there. So that's gonna do it for this episode of unboxing. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. And I will see you on the next episode of unboxing. Bye-bye.